Welcome everyone to another Khan Academy tutorial. We are adding and subtracting fractions in word problems. Nobody likes fractions, nobody likes word problems, so hey, let's combine them for a great time. Here's our first one. Heidi grew her hair out for many years. Her hair was 1 1/3 of a meter long. She donated her hair by cutting off 5/6 of a meter. How long is Heidi's hair now? Okay, a lot to unpack here. One thing you'll notice is we have a mixed number here that we'll need to convert. And then we have this fraction here, okay? And you'll notice too that they have different denominators. So we're gonna have to do a couple things. First, I wanna change this to an improper fraction. I wanna change this to be improper. I don't like how it's not the same, so let's make it improper. To do that, we do 3 times 1 plus 1 over 3. You take this denominator times by the number out in front, the whole number out in front, and then you add what's in the numerator. So that's just what I'm doing in case you weren't following. 3 times 1, the number out in front. Let me change it to green just so you can see. So we times 1 and 1 over 3. Yeah, that's close enough. 1 over 3 is equal to 3 times 1 plus 1 divided by 3. We got to keep the denominator the same. Once we simplify that, oh, this is the 1. Sorry, I wanted times 1. That's the number out in front. This, once we times this all together, we get 4 in the top. 3 times 1 plus 1 is 4 over 3. So now we have 4/3 and we have 5/6. Okay. She donated her hair by cutting off 5/6. When you cut off something, you're subtracting it. It's going away. So we have 4/3 minus 5/6. We have a problem here. We have 2 different denominators. So how do we get those to be the same? Well, we want to find the least common multiple. That means, what is the smallest number with 3 and 6 as factors? Okay, so what's the smallest number with 3 and 6 as factors? To do that, a lot of people list the multiples. So we have 3, 6, we have 3, 6, 9, 12. Here's 6, 12, 18. Notice how 6 and 6 and 12 are both factors, but we want the smallest one. So that's why we're going to choose 6 as our least common multiple. So we're going to choose 6 to be our common denominator. How do we do that? Well, let me rewrite this. 4 over 3. Minus 5 over 6. Well, 5 over 6 already has a 6 as the denominator, so we're good with that one. We don't need to change that one at all. This one stays as 5 over 6. Essentially, we multiplied 6 by 1, 5 by 1, it stays the same. Now, the top one, 4/3, we want that to have a 6. So how do we get it to have a 6? Well, we need to multiply the 3 by 2 to get there. When we're talking about least common multiple, we're talking about multiplying. So what do we multiply the 3 by to get to 6? Multiply by 2. What do we multiply the 4 by then? We also have to multiply it by 2 because we need to keep the top and bottom the same. Well, we need to keep it balanced. We have to make it an equal fraction, an equivalent fraction. So we multiply by 2. What do we get when we do that? We get 8 over 6. So now our new problem is not 4 over 3 minus 5 over 6. It's 8 over 6 minus 5 over 6. That's what it becomes, and that's 3 over 6. Now, it might want us to reduce to 1/2. We could divide the top and bottom by 3, and we get 1 over 2. So I'm going to go and say 1/2 a meter long, 1 over 2. Let me just show you how that works again. So if we had 3 over 6, we divide the top by 3, the bottom by 3 to reduce. This is called reducing a fraction. We get 1/2. So 1 over 2, 1/2 a meter long. Next question. Heba ate 1/12 of a box of cereal. Now the box is 3/4 full. Okay, when you eat something, that means you are subtracting it. Okay, so we had a box of cereal. We don't know how much in there. X minus 1/12, and now it's 3/4 full. Okay, so how much was in it originally? X represents the full box. Okay, what fraction of a full box was there before Heba ate it? So this is not the full box. This is the fraction of the full box. This is where we started with. I think that's a better, this is the better way to put it, is this is the starting amount. Okay, now we have a problem here. The 4 and 12 are not matching up. Okay, 12, 4, we need to change 3 over 4. Why do I know 3 over 4 and not 12? Because I know that 4 is a factor of 12. Anytime you have a number a factor of the other one, it's a factor of the other one. We just have to change the other one. Well, we want 12 to be in the bottom, so we multiply by 3. We have to multiply 3 in the top. It becomes 9 over 12. So this problem becomes x minus 1 over 12 equals 9 over 12 because 4 was a factor of 12. Now we simply add 1/12 to both sides to balance out the equation to get x by itself, and we get x equals 10/12. Now we can divide the top and bottom by 2 to get 5 over 6. So 5/6 of a full box was there originally. All right, next question. We have 2 more. Jimmy is trying to dive down and touch the bottom of the pool. The table below shows how far down he made it on each dive. 1/3 of the distance, 3/5 of the distance, 5/6 of the distance. Fraction of the distance to the pool bottom. Jimmy's second dive was deeper than his first dive by what fraction of the pool? So his second dive compared to his first dive. So here's his second dive. Here's his first dive. We want to know how much deeper it was. If you're looking for the difference or how much deeper, means we subtract. So we're going to take the deeper one minus the more shallow one. Now, they don't have a common denominator. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky because we have to find the least common multiple between 1, 3, and 5. There's our denominators, 3 and 5. Now, you can always multiply the 2 together, 5 times 3. That will always give you multiple, and that might not be the least one, but that always works. The best way is to list the multiples, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And 15 is the smallest number. That 5 is also a factor of 5, 10, 15. So 15 is going to be our least common multiple. So we're going to change this one, 15. We're going to change this one, 15. What do we do to change it? We multiply this one by 5, this one by 5. So we get 5 over 15 for this one. Multiply this one by 3 to get 15. 5 times 3 is 15. Multiply the top by 3 also, and we get 9 over 15. Now, what was the problem originally? Well, we had 9 over 15 now, minus 5 over 15. That gives 9 minus 5 is 4 over 15. There's our answer. The second dive was 4/15, which can't be reduced. 15 and 4 do not have any common factors all the way down. So 4 over 15. 4 over 15. All right, last question. Johnny and Elizabeth were playing a video game and trying to get all the treasure boxes. Johnny got 2 1/3 treasure boxes. Elizabeth got 1 5/9 treasure boxes. Together, Johnny and Elizabeth got how many treasure boxes? Okay, together means we're going to add the 2 together. So that means we need to add these 2 amounts. And that's my bell telling me I'm almost out of time. So we're going to do 1 5/9 plus 2 1/3. Now, we already have this problem before where we have to convert these. So I'm going to do 9 times 1 plus 5 over 9 for this fraction to convert it into an improper. Plus, and I do 3 times 2 plus 1 over 3 for this one. My new fractions become 14 over 9 plus 7 over 3. Now, 3 is a factor of 9, so I got to change this one, 7 over 3. Okay, this one can turn to have a 9 in the denominator by multiplying by 3 to the top and bottom. What you do to the bottom, got to do to the top to keep it equivalent. So 14 over 9 plus 21 over 9, and now I can add these together. I keep the denominator the same. Now I do 14 plus 21. That gives me 35. And they do not have any common factors between 35 and 9, so I can't reduce it. So 35/9 treasure boxes. 35/9 treasure boxes. I check my answer. And there we go. Fractions aren't too bad. Word problems aren't too bad either. Hope you got 100% like me. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you need more help. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Wes Explains Best.